And I have one more request. I want you to ensure that my neighbors, Mrs. Van Ryn and her sister, will attend.
Why bother with them?
I'm tired of being cut on my own doorstep. Make them come.
I don't see how.
So, it looks like George and Bertha Russell are headed for some serious trouble in the Gilded Age Season 3, and it's all tied to their very different takes on marriage. We already got a hint of this conflict in the Season 2 finale when Bertha, without even blinking, promised their daughter Gladys's hand in marriage to the Duke of Buckingham. George was not having it, and that moment pretty much set the stage for the big clash between them in the upcoming season. Now with HBO confirming the premiere date, fans are bracing themselves for what could be the most emotionally messy season yet. And here's the kicker. According to HBO, divorce is going to be a major theme this season. That's right, Francesca Orsi, HBO's executive VP of programming, spilled the tea in a February 2025 interview with Deadline. She talked about how season 3 is diving deep into the rise of divorce during the Gilded Age and how society at the time reacted to it. But she didn't stop there. She also brought up arranged marriages and how those situations sometimes made divorce feel like the only way out. It kind of makes you wonder, is Gladys's engagement to the Duke heading in that direction too? Season 2 already had George and Bertha dancing around scandal, and things only got worse when Bertha made that marriage promise behind everyone's backs. Not only did she cut George out of the decision, but Gladys didn't actually get a say either. Morgan Spector, who plays George, told TV Insider that this whole Duke situation is going to be a huge source of tension between the Russells. It's not just about control, it's about what kind of future they want for their daughter and whether Bertha's pursuit of status is worth the fallout. If Gladys ends up trapped in a miserable marriage, things could spiral fast. Louisa Jacobson, who plays Marion, and Carrie Coon, Bertha, have both teased that season 3 is going to be packed with unexpected twists. And judging by what's been shared so far, that definitely seems true. Along with the marriage drama, the show's going to explore women's suffrage and Bertha's own family history. Plus, we're finally getting scenes set in England, which could mean Gladys actually goes through with marrying the Duke. The new season kicks off Sunday, June 22 at 9/8 Central on HBO, and it'll be available on Max at the same time. Fans have been waiting for a trailer, and HBO dropped the first teaser on May 1. It's short, but packed with drama. In it, Bertha tells her children, Gladys and Larry, that marriage is basically a tool for climbing the social ladder. She doesn't flat out say Gladys is engaged to the Duke of Buckingham, but it's pretty clear who she has in mind. Bertha's main goal? Getting her kids into powerful, socially influential marriages. While Bertha is all about strategy and status, Marion's more of a romantic. She wants to marry for love, and it seems like Larry feels the same. The teaser even shows the two of them sharing a passionate kiss in a carriage. Meanwhile, George is visibly upset, likely because he fears his own daughter is losing the chance to have the kind of love he and Bertha once had, or at least thought they had. It brings up a big question. Is Marion's background good enough in Bertha's eyes when it comes to Larry? And it's not just the Russells facing romantic drama. Peggy, played by Denee Benton, seems to have a new love interest too, Dr. William Kirkland, a character played by Jordan Donica. But his parents, played by Felicia Rashad and Brian Stokes Mitchell, apparently don't approve of Peggy's career as a journalist. That tension is definitely going to cause some sparks, especially since Peggy's always been fiercely independent. As for what's going on at the Brooke household, formerly the Van Ryn home, the teaser gives us a few clues. Agnes, played by Christine Baranski, doesn't look too thrilled with how things are changing. She's heard saying nothing is as it should be, and it's not hard to imagine she's struggling with Ada now being the head of the household. Ada, Cynthia Nixon, inherited her late husband's fortune while Agnes lost hers, flipping the power dynamic completely. Ada even drops a line in the teaser, let's hope it doesn't come to divorce, and while it's not clear who she's referring to, the Russells seem like a likely target. The season's tagline, love can conquer all or cost you everything, kind of sums it all up. Love is definitely in the air, but so is heartbreak, and not everyone's going to make it through unscathed. So what exactly can we expect from the new season? According to the official HBO logline released on May 1, We're looking at a time of huge change economically and socially. The opera war left the old guard in shambles, and now the Russells are perfectly positioned to swoop in and take their spot at the top. Bertha's chasing a major goal that could catapult their family to legendary status, while George is putting it all on the line with a risky move in the railroad world. If it works, he could change everything, but if it fails, it could ruin him. Over at the Brooke house, Agnes isn't handling Ada's new position well, and things are getting chaotic. Meanwhile, Peggy's catching the eye of a handsome doctor from Newport, but his family isn't thrilled about her profession. And as everyone rushes into the future, there's a real chance they might lose the things that matter most to them. Jacobson told people in February that fans should expect a lot of suspense. There's a lot of plot twists, she said. It's going to keep you on your toes. Carrie Coon echoed that feeling, saying she was really shocked by some of the story developments. After the season 2 cliffhanger, she wasn't expecting the directions things take, especially regarding Gladys's potential engagement. According to Coon, they keep surprising me. And Coon didn't stop there. She also talked about how Bertha's actions in the finale might come back to haunt her. In an interview with Town & Country, she said that while Bertha's always working hard to get ahead, that kind of ambition comes at a price. She also joked about how intimidating it is to work with so many Broadway stars on the show. Even though she's playing the lady of the manor, she admits she sometimes feels like an imposter around musical theater pros like Kelly O'Hara and Celia Keenan-Bolger. Now let's talk about the cast. Alongside the returning favorites, Carrie Coon, Morgan Spector, Christine Baranski, Cynthia Nixon, Louisa Jacobson, and Denee Benton, we're getting a bunch of new faces too. Dylan Baker, Kate Baldwin, Michael Kumsty, John Ellison Conley, Bobby Stegert, and newcomer Hannah Shealy are joining the party for Season 3. Some of these new characters bring a ton of drama with them. For example, Rashad and Mitchell play Dr. Kirkland's parents, Elizabeth and Frederick Kirkland. Their son William, Donica, was inspired to become a doctor after visiting Arthur Scott's pharmacy as a kid. Victoria Clark joins as Joan Carlton, an old money socialite with a warm heart. Bill Camp will be playing J.P. Morgan, the powerful investment banker who's likely to clash with George Russell over the future of the railroad industry. Andrea Martin steps in as Madame Dashkova, a medium who claims she can talk to the dead, so expect some intriguing moments there. Then there's Merritt Weaver as Monica O'Brien, Bertha's estranged sister who shows up just when the family might need her most. Leslie Uggams joins as Mrs. Ernestine Brown, a prominent member of Newport's Black Elite and a friend of Elizabeth Kirkland. Lisa Gay Hamilton takes on the role of Frances Ellen Watkins Harper, the iconic black suffragist who helps inspire Peggy to fight for the cause even when it's unpopular. Paul Alexander Nolan plays Alfred Merrick, a wealthy, refined businessman that the Russells are trying to win over, probably for some major business opportunity. Hattie Morahan is Lady Sarah Vere, sister to the Duke of Buckingham, and she makes it clear the Russells don't exactly fit her idea of class. Jessica Frances Dukes shows up as Athena Trumbo, a supportive cousin to Dorothy and part of Newport's Black High Society. Other characters include Dr. Logan, Dylan Baker, who's a physician for high society families, and Nancy Adams Bell, Kate Baldwin, who is the older sister of John Adams. Lord Mildmay, Michael Kumsty, another British noble, rounds out the list. With this many storylines in motion, Season 3 of The Gilded Age is shaping up to be an explosive ride through wealth, ambition, love, and a whole lot of family drama. Whether you're here for the historical intrigue, the forbidden romance, or just the fabulous costumes, it sounds like this season is going to have something for everyone. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.